Job well done.
Hey, what up, nerds?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Happy Sunday.
It is Sunday. Sunday.
Let's do it. Let's make a game.
We're working on a game today. Hello, Christoph and Olron.
Hey, nerds. How's it going, Rod?
One more dance, Jover.
Christoph, are you ready? Are you ready for the Combo Light launch?
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Ooh.
Yes? Yeah? Are you still cramming in bug fixes, or are you good?
I'm probably forgetting something. I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah. It's gonna go great. It's gonna go great.
It'll be absolutely fine.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna go great. I'm looking forward to trying out the full version. You got this. Right. Let's do some stuff. How you nerds doing? Happy Sunday.
We're set for a pretty chill stream tonight. Pretty relaxing. Nothing intense, really.
We're gonna be sprucing up this area a bit more because we want this to be one of the screenshots. Yeah, just a little bit of visual polish, and then if I run out of stuff, I'll do some balancing. The later half of the stream, but we'll see. We'll see where we get. I added a few achievements today because why not? Achievements are good. Achievements are great. A lot of people are gonna keep playing to get that last achievement, you know? So I think that's a good idea. Yeah. So let's get to it.
Oh, we can't quite see the cuckoo. She's there, on top of your head.
She's up here, on top of her tower.
She's looking at me through like little half-closed eyes. But when her eyes are like this, and like I'm watching you, but I'm also kind of sleeping.
Right. So basically, Celine has made us this situation.
Yes. It's not like tons.
Yeah, it's not tons.
But it's something to start sprucing up that greenhouse section.
Some of these we can use multiple times, like the planks, the pots, the sacks.
Yeah.
Like watering cans, maybe you can have like 2 of them, maybe 2 of these, but they're not gonna be everywhere, right? So,
yeah.
And then we'll have to see how this one feels. There's the tree.
We got a tree ready.
Does she know? Is she gonna?
I'll go to her.
Gonna go to her.
I'm gonna go to her. How do we do this? She's watching me.
She might just jump off.
I'm trying to not make her jump off because I like that she is up there. Wait, I'll go over.
How's it going, Mize? Happy Sunday. Oh, good, you nerds. Good, good, good. Went for a walk earlier. Got some sun. Was nice. Thank you for the lurk, Scott. Happy Sunday. Going to be super short work week here, so that's good. Oh, nice. Very nice. We almost had an accident here. We have a short week next week, right? Yeah. So, soon. Be chillin'. Something about that spot on top of the tower, she only uses it in the summer, basically. When it's hot, I guess. She goes up there. Nice. She's so good at eating snacks. So skilled. Had lots of practice, true. Can confirm.
She's like licking up the crumbs as we speak. I almost dropped everything.
That would have been not good. That would have been not great.
But it would have been funny. Ooh.
We got a watering can.
You're sectioning things off.
We have a... Is that a plank? We call it a plank.
I called it a plank.
A plank.
Plankton. What was I going into?
Plank is going to be fun. I think we can like board up some of the windows, board up the entryways, make it look more post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
I also want to remove one of these windows and have the vines kind of falling into the greenhouse. Eventually we'll figure out how to like make some of these like actual broken glass, put some shattered glass on the floor maybe. Just needs to look like some stuff went down.
Yeah.
Stuff. We got pots.
Yeah, some little, you got some broken pots and some minor broken pots.
Pots, and we can do fallen or pot fallen.
Oh, camcorder. Hello. How's it going?
Happy Monday. You have earned yourself 10 internet points with that command. I just haven't set up the bot yet, but trust me. Trust me. We got a shovel. Great to see you too, Cap.
Happy Monday. How's
the dungeon crawling going? Is Is that jam done? I think I saw you playing entries, right? It must be done. Or at least the entries are in. Happy Thanksgiving, says Lulin. Sure.
Why not?
Sure. What's the other tool called? A mini rake? A handheld rake?
I called it tool because I didn't
Oh
know.
no. Gardening tool.
Generic gardening tool.
Anyone do gardening? Do you know what this is?
Because I would also say a rake, but like, it's not a big rake, it's a mini rake.
It's a handheld portable rake that you can take on your travels. And we got some sacks.
A hand rake. Yeah.
Hand rake. Well, there you go. We got a sack, and then we got a sack open. Sacks, funny word, I know, right? I do enjoy saying sack.
You could also call it a big fork.
A big fork. Yeah. Oversized fork. Okay. We got the props. So now what? Gonna make in objects a miscellaneous folder.
Forzatina bombardina. uh,
3D scene. Let's start with the sack, because why not? So what does that need? It needs to face the camera. I think it needs a sprite 3D. It needs a texture. Then said texture needs to not be shaded, but the alpha cut. It needs to cast a shadow. So it'd be something like that. If that's all we did, and then we went over here. We went over to our greenhouse. I'm going to... the heck? Yeah, I can delete that. I'm going to add a node 3D. I'm going to call it greenhouse group. Then I'm going to do this. Now here, add a sack, and we can place it wherever we want. Why is it facing that way? Hello? Excuse me? What? Turn it off and on again? Uh-oh. What? Oh. No. Maybe? Yes.
Perchance.
This is rotated. Well, that's interesante.
What do you mean?
I think what we want to do is we're going to copy this 90. We're going to rotate this by 90. And then we're going to not rotate this. And then we're going to take our sack. And we're good. Nice. Nice.
How are you liking the scale?
Let me do this. Grab the player. Move him on here. So that when we start, we're already down there. Scale is good, I think. Yeah, I like this go. Okay. So then let's do sack open. Could use the other sprite. Does not auto update, annoyingly. Okay, Zombs, can you like I need you to chill. How do I make him just chill? Silly!
Oh my goodness, silly!
14 months, oh my god.
14 whole months, silly. Thank you so much for the sub and thanks for hanging out with us.
That's crazy. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if they need to be slightly different. Like, could I do this? I think I can. So they're not like directly facing the camera anymore, but it kind of adds variations amongst.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I can do that. I'm allowed to do that. And we need the fork.
The fork. The big fork?
The big fork.
Oh, the little fork.
Now, what is this gonna look like? Is it... It's just gonna be on the floor or something, I think.
It can just be on the floor. It could be inside the greenhouse.
I think it's not... Certainly not facing... Not facing the camera necessarily. I can just... like, put it... on the ground. Am I allowed to do that? Is it casting a shadow? It is, faintly. Something like that.
I think that's nice. I like it.
We can maybe copy this, put another one around here. They're just a little pile of stuff. Maybe we can take one of these shroombas
A shroomba.
and put it here, growing next to it. Even copy another one here. Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those flowers can be there. Can't see them.
That's a lot of little layers.
It is. It really is. I may still need to refine this setup to make it a little easier for me to edit stuff. Okay. Let's do a shovel. Dude. Okay, where does this go? I just place it like in the middle of stuff. Do I put it up against the thing? Questions. I like that.
I mean, I imagine that I was then gonna give you a floor decal that's like dirt because it's like digging up dirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite work on the cobble.
Yeah, I was trying to put it in between where the grass is, but it will have a dirt decal under it eventually. Right?
Yeah, I was yeah.
Yeah. Super early stream. Hey, Sai.
Hello.
Usually we started 30 minutes ago. That's our usual start time on weekends. On weekends specifically.
Yeah. If you caught us on Tuesday, we do those after work, so that's why they would be later.
Yarp. How's it going, Sai? Happy Sunday.
We're having a pretty chill stream. I'm from South Asia, so it's earlier than most people I watch. Fair enough. Yeah, we got a lot of time zones going on here.
Yeah.
And happy Sunday. It's going good. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're populating the greenhouse area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically we want one of the screenshots for our Steam page to be like kind of this angle.
And can we see it in game?
Yeah. So something like that. You'll have some zombies, some humans, some stuff happening.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could maybe start spreading out stuff, like not just clump it all. Like you could scatter. You could put the watering can like in front of next to the entrance, or like on the close to a tree.
Let me cook.
Sure. Actually, I lied. It's going bad. I unboxed a knife on CS, but my game lost connection to the server, so it didn't count.
Wait, no way. Like, you saw the one you were gonna get, and then you didn't get it? Can that actually happen?
That sounds extremely unfortunate, actually.
I reckon I'd punch my monitor if that happened. Legit.
Little Frosty, hello. Look at all those little bunnies.
It was golden. It said error, try again. No.
No chance you screen record it. You were like, you could screen record it, or like, you know.
Complain.
Like, this is proof. It happened. Give me my thing.
Send me my thing. I'm too broke to break my monitor right now. Yeah. Doing pretty good, little Frosty. Happy Sunday. Now here's a question. The player, like, should there be a collider there? Should there be a collider there so the player can't do this?
Maybe it might also stop them clipping into the greenhouse as well. feel like there's too many fingers. Did I decide on 4? I think I decided on 4.
You decided on 4 fingers?
I think so. Do you have an olive?
The dock has 4.
It's like 5 fingers looks wrong.
Yeah, 4. Confirmed. Canon.
4 finger universe. Confirmed.
Had screen recording off because it makes other games lag. Rip.
Make it 6 and people will think you used AI. Oh no.
Captain Maths, hello. How would I do that? I would go create a static body. I would place that somewhere over here. Then I would create a shape.
Captain Math, hello, how are ya?
I use a polygon. Really want to use a polygon. But I also don't want to use box. Maybe I do want a polygon. How does one polygon? Edit polygon. Create polygon. What's happening? What the hell? How? Wait, what? How am I supposed to work with this here? This is drawing in this pane. I can't do anything with that.
With what?
Sus.
Moth, hello.
Hey, Greenhouse crazy good. Why were you afraid of 3D?
Because we've never done it
It's
before.
the unknown,
It's scary when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Into the unknown.
Would you accept this as the portal card or no?
So, a couple questions I have is the leg. Like, will it look like a leg?
Don't know.
So maybe we don't need to do the leg. And 2, could the hands be doing this instead?
Okay.
So it's like, yay,
Okay.
we're being saved.
Sure.
Thoughts?
We can do that.
What do you think?
Let's try it.
I like the hands like poking out.
Because be like bigger.
Oh. Hey,
Was
Jeff.
that a fart?
How's it going, Jeff?
Like this? It could just be the dog's hand.
You could use a capsule, maybe.
Jeff, thank you for that fart. Why are thumbs up so hard to draw?
Maybe. Oh.
Jeff, thank you for that fart.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It would never understand.
Doing good, Jeff. How are you? We're chilling.
So like this? Is this what you mean? Like, is that okay? Like one hand?
Yeah, maybe one hand would be enough, yeah. Two hands and a face rather than two hands and a leg.
I don't want to include too much. As in like, I would like any people parts to be very anonymous. Or like, or the dog.
Yeah. This one would not be the dock. This would be the portal for the peepos.
Yeah.
It would be a human hand.
Yeah.
I think this would do the trick, honestly.
Yeah.
It's portals, and they're happy about it. Yeah.
Huh.
I think so.
Sounds good. I just need to learn how to draw the hand again.
Feeling very productive. I just rolled out some pasta. I'm waiting for fresh bread. It's baking. Ooh, nice.
Fresh bread is nice.
Mr. Gene, hello. Jeff, did you make enough for everyone? Did you make enough for the class?
Yeah. You have to share with everybody.
So here's a situation, though.
Oh, not situations.
Is now the nav mesh isn't respecting that, and if I rebake, oh, it actually worked. That's crazy. I didn't actually expect that to happen. Nice.
Mr. Gene, hello. I am bumbuffled. This looks so cool since I was last here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jeff is. Did you read Jeff's message? You might have.
Which one's that?
The pasta.
Pasta,
Yeah, the fresh bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fresh bread is bacon. Yum, yum.
Thank you. We're trying right now. We're actively trying to make it look good.
Yes.
Because we want to update our Steam page, so we're trying. So that means that I, as the player, will now get stuck here. Ugh. Yeah, it's probably too aggressive right now. So I'm actually gonna... Let's adjust. So this, I'm actually gonna put just with these nerds. And I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner as well. Like so. And then I'm actually gonna copy that. Move that over here. Then this, make unique. Make that smaller. Put it over here. if I save that, mesh, bake, play.
Mr. Jean says I joined a game jam called Weird Game Jam, and I'm making a game inspired by DNA Dream Barbecue. I'm using Godot, which is helping me learn more about it as I go.
ENA Dream BBQ. I don't know that one.
Is it barbecue or I just said barbecue because I read BBQ.
I don't know. I don't know. But that's cool. I think that's the best way to learn, Mr. Jean. You just gotta get stuck in there and experiment and make mistakes and learn how to get unstuck. Like, you could watch a million tutorials and you're not gonna learn as much as just doing things. That's just how it works. Okay, that looks neat. I like that. I like that.
He likes that.
I like it.
Yes.
I could maybe even...
Ooh, Jeff, that sounds like a great upgrade.
How do I do this?
Definitely sounds like you're future-proofing.
Oh.
Got to daily far. Of course, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you, Sai for the fart.
It's a very cool free game on Steam. It's the real 30 different art styles. I mean, weird game jam. Sounds fitting. Sounds fitting. Yeah, new computer is exciting. Very exciting.
What?
Why do I always get tired? My repulsor fart. It smells great in here. Bread is baking. Oh, okay. I thought you were referring to this screen for a second.
Also smells great.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Biggs!
Biggs, thank you so
I've been
much.
here for 7 months. Twice.
Good maths. Good maths.
Great maths. Excellent math.
Thank you so much, Biggs. How's it going? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's better.
He says, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those sacks.
I love the details, flowers, and the greenery around the greenhouse. Watering can backs the sun with some open, the stone path, the grass. Dudes, it's looking good, yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Mr. Jean sent us a little video in the memes. Some Inception going on in there.
Inception. Oh snap! What? You're hacking the mainframe? You have to be careful when you do that.
Just in time for Bernardo drawing out his sacks. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm proud of him. Look at him.
Not like this. Come real, hello. What are we doing today? I love the little spooky skeleton. Kavina saying those are some very full sacks. They're overflowing.
Oh no.
He's breaking. Someone needs to clip that sound by the animated.
Not like this. It's like the when we were doing the mining dwarves and we were talking about cracks for like half an hour.
Like big farts and I can't out loud.
Oh my god!
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for that redeem. Always a goodie.
Doop 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 doop.
Gotta be careful you don't trip over the stacks. I'm serious. Why are you laughing?
The older you get, the more risk there is happening. Sorry.
He took the bait,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
He took the bait.
I'm sorry.
I knew you weren't gonna resist. You're just like crying. You absolutely did not have overflowing sack. Oh no. Oh, you guys. Is Maka judging you? No, she's sleeping.
Let's make a plank. Oh, I forgot about the pots. My pots.
How could you forget the pots?
My pots.
But now you're on planks. So
Yeah.
you gotta do the pots after the planks.
Yep.
He forgot.
Okay, we're gonna do that. I actually don't know how how much performance gain do you get from making it so that this only renders on one side? 'Cause I could do this, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's half the performance, probably. That would make sense, but does it matter? That's really what I'm asking. Does it matter?
I wonder if I could use my other portal that I drew. Imagine if I could just reuse my stuff.
That'd be great.
I mean, I'll have to retrace it anyway because I'll scale it, but it saves me having to actually think and use my brain. Oh snap. We got a portal.
Yeah, I'm not great at these camera controls. Pardon the bouncing around.
Alright. This is good.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Right?
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Camariello said, recently finished a massive overhaul of vanilla files for my mod. Literally plus 91k to 12k lines of code. Also only a week left until my first jam.
Ooh.
That's a lot of code.
You excited about that? I think jams can be pretty cool. But you gotta be... You gotta set your expectations right, you know? Based on your skill level. And like be okay with not having a super complex thing. Because I feel like I got that a bit before, where I'm like, start getting this grand idea in my head. And it's like, you have 2 days, dude. Stop. And you flip some of these
He's gonna flip.
so they look different.
He's gonna totally flip. I mean, eventually I could just draw
Yeah.
a couple more, but
See how that looks in game. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that.
it looks so much more like lived in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I want to learn how to draw so I can also do jams. I mean, you know, there's jams that allow you to use third-party assets and things like that as well.
Yeah.
But then also you can still do games where you don't need necessarily to draw like complex things, right? And it can still be super fun.
Yeah, and
Great.
it can be challenging to come up with a game that doesn't need fancy art. But it's doable.
But then the other thing to do is practice. If it's something you really want to take agency of and do yourself, then that's kind of the only way, is just to practice and learn. And it will take time, and it'll kind of suck, but eventually you'll get there.
Thank you for the follow, Brew. Just remember, you're not good. Set your expectations accordingly. Noted.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's not what I said. Can I do this? Whee!
You're stretching my plank.
My plank.
Hello, tomatoes. Listen, I don't know where all those came from. They just appeared. It's like it just happens. Bees.
We may need longer planks
For the door.
for the door.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna do some sussy things, but we can fix it in post.
We can fix it. But this is good. Now we know. I wasn't sure. Now we got a base.
Gonna work more on the game. Nice.
Good luck. Good luck.
Gene. You got this. I believe.
I believe. I believe. It is time to duel. Also says, 9 more days till release to see if I need to find a new job. Do you need a house cleaning?
No, no.
Tomatoes, I'm sure it's gonna go very well. It'll go well. You gotta think positive.
Yeah, yeah. Believe it. Manifest it.
Yeah.
Captain Enosa, hello.
Hi. Oh,
Thanks again for the
tomatoes.
assist this morning. You two rock. No worries, Cap.
You already won the duel, tomatoes. How is that?
Speed running.
How is that fair? Like, I feel like I didn't even get a chance. That's mighty suspicious, if I say so. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna color the portal slightly different. It's still gonna be this kind of color, but it's gonna be a little bit different.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Just want to use colors from my palette. So it'll still be quite similar, but
How's this looking? Thoughts?
I mean, I wish we had it before and after now because that looks so sick. Look at those sacks though. Plant pots, don't forget the plant pots.
Yeah. I feel like these ones look perfect. These ones on the periphery, because of the angle, you can really see that they're just
planes.
They're just a plane. So we might need a little bit of 3D.
A 3D plonk.
A little bit.
Well,
even if the sides are just the outline color, they're fully black on the sides. That would still help, like, give it some depth.
you could fake it by just doing a skinny rectangle plane, putting it on top. But I'm happy to do a 3D flank as well.
Do that.
Why aren't the planks part of the model? Because we want to use all these assets like the planks, the sacks, the pots, all that, just like throughout the map. So we're just kind of decorating it just gives us a lot more freedom to change our minds. Otherwise I would have to go back and change the 3D model, retexture, redo, and it's just like not very efficient. Like this way it lets us just kind of freestyle the look of it. We're just kind of weathering it. Don't forget the overflowing sacks. Okay. Yeah. I would say we have no idea as far as efficiency if like performance wise this could be terrible.
Yeah.
Doing, but
no clue.
But we don't know. But design wise it's good.
An insane performance pass is likely.
What might happen is that if that is the case, that it is hurting performance. But once we're happy with the look that we've designed in the engine, then we screenshot it and then I build it, rebuild it as its own asset like that. The sacks have become a permanent running gag. Oh no. Let's not make the sacks a permanent gag. As long as it's playable on deck. It'll come a time where we have to test it.
Yeah.
Who cares about performance in this case? It's not like there will be 1 million of those rendered at once. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not having insanely complex things, so I think it should be fine. Only time will tell. Awesome. Hello, damn dick. Good to see ya. How's it going?
Hello.
Please don't mention the sacks. Thank you. Just saying. Rustic Temptini. Doing good. That's great. Yeah, we're having a chill little stream today.
think it might work.
You think it just works?
I bet there's so many people in chat being like, what the frick is that guy doing right now?
Probably. You know, we always say that we don't actually know what we're doing. We're just doing.
Yeah.
And we don't claim to know what
We're
doing.
just winging it.
Wowzers!
Catherine!
Catherine!
Hello. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great stream. Hope the games are going well.
The Hunger Games.
Last time I checked in, there was chess happening. How did that go? I feel like it definitely helped here.
It's okay, Temteg. None of us are very good at spelling either. Still working on it, on the chess game.
Oh. Is it going over the deadline? What the hell am I doing? This is crazy.
Are you making the planks 3D?
Yes.
You're essentially making them 3D.
At this point, why am I doing sides like this? I'm tripping balls.
You are.
So I'm gonna make a fake 3D.
Wouldn't that just be easier to make a 3D rectangle and just apply the texture on the front face, and then everything else is just black?
Can I do that?
I don't know, you tell me.
I can't apply something to a face.
Yeah, might as well just make the plank in Blender now, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Over time on this one, I'll need to do some quick games to catch up. Ooh. You know, sometimes that happens. You can't always expect some projects to stick to their timelines. They're a bit cheeky sometimes. They kind of make you take longer on them.
What is it that is holding you up? Is it are you doing some fancy stuff with the visuals, or is it the actual chess logic? That's a bit weird.
Shall I just make you a plank? I feel like we're... I'm making you do annoying stuff.
I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this. Whoa! Right, I can't use those. I remember.
I took some time to learn Blender and make my own pieces, and the back and forth between code and modeling slowed my progress and added some confusion. Oh, yeah, figuring out Blender was some. I totally get that.
Why? That's what I'm going for. I'm just gonna have the cube and then the sprite in front. Just a bit of a hack, but I think that works. You want a sprite 3D to place on a single face. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover one of the sides of the cube with this, essentially. I just need to now somehow match the size of it.
Mr. Jean says, I was listening to some music and got an ad where a girl dumped her boyfriend because he didn't get YouTube Premium for her.
What? What?
What kind of advert is that? Gabriel says, what can I say? She made the right choice. Not condoning the ad.
It does make a difference.
YouTube Premium.
Exactly. Like, it looks cooler like this, where you can kind of...
Yes.
You can just see that it has
Did
that.
you do that to all of them?
Uh-huh. Well, they're the same thing.
Alright. Okay, I think I'll then just make you a couple 3D planks then later.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this is why, like, I think we're still kind of figuring out, like, what looks cooler in the world, 3D or 2D, like what we can use as
Yeah,
planes and what
yeah.
we want to be 3D. It's a little bit of that's the main challenge visually.
Okay, another thing that I wanted to do is say, open up one of these.
The plant pot. Okay, the plant pots can go inside the greenhouse. I'm just throwing suggestions. You cannot do them. It's okay.
We're gonna do this. We're going to pull in one of these. Oh. And they're gonna be dangling into...
Choose your words carefully.
the greenhouse. I'm like this.
2.5D is confusing. Just switch to 5D and make it easy for everyone. Vines look cool. Yes, they definitely add that touch of overgrown, like abandoned
Yeah,
vibes.
it really needed it.
It was looking too shiny, too new.
Yeah.
Yaria says, I just added flying to our game.
Ooh.
Love some flying. Thornity, hello. Look at these two wonderful people I get to see on the weekend. Well, hello. Here we are.
How's it going, Thornity?
First overflowing sacks and now dangling.
Come on. Come on.
Not beating the socialization. It's only getting sussier as we go.
Come on.
Also, Arya, the outlines on the vines are just part of the sprites. And then on the actual greenhouse model, it's a mixture of both. There is a shader, there's an outline shader, and then also I have added outlines to the texture itself. Like kind of compounding.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. There's not enough stuff. More.
Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for that part, Jeff. If I didn't love the fart redeem so much, you would redeem cake.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to the outlines, we knew we really wanted this cartoon look. So obviously everything was gonna be outlined. But then when it came to the 3D assets, we were like, how are we gonna do that? Right? And then we tried just the shader, but it was kind of missing some corners. Like the perspective wasn't quite working, so like there were some corners, like you said, that where the shader wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
So we wanted to kind of support the shader, so it just looked a bit more beefy.
Yeah. I mean, it comes down to the fact that I'm not experienced with shaders at all. So I'm not able to work on a shader that is doing exactly what I want it to do. You know, maybe one day we can replace some of these texture outlines into shader outlines, but I'll need to level up a bit before I can do that eventually.
But I think we're making it work with what we have and with what we know so far. So sometimes it's not about doing it the best way, it's just doing it however you can do it right now.
You can actually see one of those problems right here.
Yeah.
If you keep an eye on this edge, you see the shader being weird. Like it disappears and reappears when I move. So yeah, I gotta experiment a bit more with that. Mine is just a global, right? Yeah, yeah. So you're doing like a post-processing outline thing. Yeah, I tested the that one as well, but I found that it was, I don't know, like it looked a little jagged. It didn't feel right. Maybe that's the right approach, and I just have to revisit it. But I can quite get it to do what I wanted it to.
Oh, here comes the cuckoo.
He's on the move.
Oh, she meowed. Hi, cuckoo. Hello, sweetie. What are you thinking? Oh, you're just shaking? That's okay.
Do you have any thoughts on this? Looks kind of cool.
I like it. The one little one sometimes doesn't look like it's hanging off anything.
Oh.
There. But it could just be from...
Like this?
Yeah. It could just be because I'm looking at it quite small from the stream and stuff. But overall, I think it looks really good.
Would you consider using shaders to make grass or vines move like there's wind blowing? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could use those on these dangling ones, as well as the blades of grass.
Yeah.
Maybe the trees as well.
And I did tell you, what if you squanched the little bushes? And you were like, oh, dang it, now I gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah, using shader for those would probably be the most efficient way of doing it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely something we'll look into.
Yari is saying we are following a weird rule in our game. 3D stuff you can't interact, and 2D stuff you can. I think it's a good rule.
If you can't interact, 2D stuff you can.
It's a clear rule.
Yeah, we haven't quite nailed that separation of 2D and 3D.
Was that a Ben fart? My goodness. Hello.
It was like we could have easily had a 3D sack. And it would have worked, but it would have looked completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different vibe.
Oh, you can maybe bring in that wheelbarrow I made. No. RJ, thank you for that follow. Not sure if I should be proud or ashamed. You can recognize me by my farts. A little bit of both. You can bring in the wheelbarrow as an example of like. Also, it would help me to see it. If it's not too much trouble, it is then.
Do that.
Because I was thinking, as a soft like rule, that 3D objects would be any that are like have a large surface area, like a top down large surface area, whereas 2D objects would be any that are tall and you don't really see the top of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made this wheelbarrow. I kind of hate it, but my idea was that we could also then like pose it and put it in different places. Yeah, it's just bad.
Oh no, where'd it go? Ah!
My sack is 3D and getting more 3D as time goes on. Oh god, beings. Not like this. My face is 3D and getting more and more 2D. Oh yeah, you shared it on. Sorry, I'm assuming that was a link. Yeah. Do you mind doing a whisper? For
yeah.
the link, for the example. Maka kicked me. That's so rude. Hey, look, you can. I'm letting you sit here as long as you don't touch the keyboard.
You can DM it to me, Arya, and I'll pull it up. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. It looks so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, these look really neat. Yeah, you can definitely see the outline shader doing work there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I love the house model.
Very nice. The little... What are those? Sheep? But they have a alien sheep?
Yeah, that looks super clean. Brian,
love the
hello.
squanch. Love the squanch on the characters too.
This is our Yaria's game. We got a little clip to show us the outline shader.
I don't know if you're running into this, but Is the outline shader also applied to your 2D sprites? It is, right? Because that's one thing that I wasn't happy with. Like, the sprite had an outline, and then there was the post-processing outline. It's excluded? Nice. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I was like, I'm not sure this is gonna work. Good stuff.
But yeah, that wheelbarrow.
Oh, I made it too small. I'm gonna adjust it.
But like you can see, like I saw it as having like quite a big flat like top-down surface area, so that's why I thought it should be a 3D object.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts seeing it in game?
I don't think it doesn't feel out of place necessarily.
I'll come look at it on your screen. Semi-alert. Get motivated.
Like your debug menu. It's really simple to do. Just do it. It's not gonna take that long. I always put it off and then I do it, and it's super quick and it's super useful. Maybe the wheelbarrow isn't the best example because it could definitely be 2D,
Right.
and it would be fine.
I was just drawing at that.
Right, but imagine a car. How are we gonna do? We can do a 2D car, but we're gonna have to be careful about it, right?
Even like I. Because like I wouldn't have been imagine.
They can't hear you.
Why would you have a car in a greenhouse?
It's the apocalypse. Anything can be a garage.
We're not saying what condition the car is in either, so.
My opinion, the sacks are a good example of what
2D?
of that 2D is better. How did you guys do the ground texture? I need to watch previous streams. Yeah, you can probably find it in one of the VODs. And if it's not in the VODs, it might be in our YouTube. On our YouTube VODs. We upload those. VODs. Yeah, but it's basically, it's a grid map. We're using a grid map. And then it's just a square texture that gets repeated on the grid map.
The maca.
Right, let's get the pots in here.
Io sono già brilli, ma cucù. Why do you shake your tail violently?
And we got pots fallen.
It's the princess so polite. Yes, until I tried to give her little pets. Huh? She allowed the pets.
Stop it! It fell G.
Olrod's asking, do you have more than one YouTube channel? There's only 3 videos on the Two Nerdy Nerds. Yes.
Yeah, we have our main channel, which just has trailers at the moment. And then we have our VODs channel, which is just stream VODs, which is Two Nerdy Nerds Live.
See, I made the mistake of trying to touch her paw.
Cannot give pets. She
I
is
didn't
not
even-
in pets mood.
I was approaching with an open palm, and she's immediately attacking me. Let me pet you. Ah!
Basically, we want to use the main channel for trailers and eventually, hopefully, devlogs or something like that. And have the live stream stuff kind of on its own place. That's the idea.
Would you ever make devlogs for YouTube and TikTok? I mean, if I told you I was semi-working on one, I just don't know when I'll be able to fit. I basically gotta stitch together footage. We wrote a bit of an outline for a devlog.
Yeah.
And then we do have a TikTok page, but I have not uploaded that to that
Yeah.
since like last year.
It's basically time and energy.
Yeah.
We should do them. 100%.
Forrest Gump.
We should be doing those.
I am gonna try to put more effort into it. Keyword try.
Yeah. I mean, full-time job, working weekends and after work on games, and then having to do devlogs and TikToks and stuff. It just gets really overwhelming. Yes, 100% we should be doing it.
Yeah.
There's just not enough energy. That's the bottom line.
Oh, she shook. She squanched. She destroys the corner of her bed.
I suppose it's also something that we're not super...
We're not very adept at it either.
Yeah, both experience...
Sorry, Mike is being weird.
both from an experience perspective, but also from like wanting to do it. Like, I don't necessarily want to do it. I know it's good and you should do it, but I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of fun making them.
like video editing and stuff is not
Yeah.
something you're into necessarily,
Right.
right? Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a fun experience per se. So it's hard to just do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
Oh, she's so cute. She did this weird thing where like her claw got stuck on her bed and she yawned at the same time, so it looked like she was screaming as she was like pulling her claw out, but it was just a yawn. Devlogs only really advertised to other devs. Maybe.
That is
mostly.
That is partly true. I do agree.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
But it helps anyway, you know? It helps. Because the devs that are following you, they might follow you on Twitter and Blue Sky. Then if you publish a trailer, they might watch the trailer, and they're still feeding the algorithm. Even if they might not buy the game necessarily, they're still feeding the machine, you know? So I think there's still value in there.
I'm about to schedule a 94-minute video I've been working on for 3 months. I believe in you. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and like, I think the little script that we wrote for the devlog isn't even that long. Like, it's like, it's probably like a 5-minute video, but.
That's another thing.
But yeah, it's just.
It's hard to make a video.
I've also never.
It's super hard to make a good video.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm planning to do the editing and everything for the devlog, but I've never done one before either. So it's not like I can just go click, click, boom, stitch it, and like done. You know, I gotta be like, how do I do one?
How do
I edit this footage convincingly? Comreal says, I hate that I redeemed Bernardo hat once and now I have an amount of points that just ends with 9.
That's what you get.
No.
My plan, it worked.
Ay, ay, ay. I've seen a lot of indie devs whose best videos are their devlogs. Yeah. And Jeff says, I do YouTube thumbnails and chapters on the videos. If it calls for it, that's my YouTube effort.
Yeah, I love those.
Any good devlog video has to have a random break in the middle where you walk outside and look at trees.
Oh, yeah. True. We don't have trees.
I mean, no.
We live in the city, so we'd have to travel just to make a tree shot. Also, so we don't dox ourselves.
Yeah. Hello, how's everyone today? We're doing good. Thank you. We're having a chill little Sunday stream.
Roj hat. Mine now ends with a 0.
Nice. Well done.
Okay, you got me. You got me.
Green screen it and trees from the game. I could also maybe do one of these. Like, grab a little plant. Just kind of like.
Some force.
Just like bring it in the shot.
Yeah,
is that
forced
in the,
perspective.
Is that in the shot? Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, trees. Oh my god. This needs some water. I'm surprised that's still alive too.
I'm a half a block from the ocean, so instead I go and touch sand. Nice.
Yaria says, you know, when the day I started game dev, nerds were streaming in Godot channel, so I thought they're Godot devs. I liked their stream and decided Godot as my game engine. This has to be the funniest story to choose an engine.
Bish Blash, thank you for the follow.
Bish Blash,
I love that.
Thank you. It's a great story. You know?
I do love me some Godowskis.
You just make it look so easy. I was stuck between what's in main, Godot or Unreal or Unity.
Yeah, honestly, I've never really considered Unreal just because it looks so complicated. And also, I don't particularly like... It's obviously built for those, like, realism graphics.
Yeah, with, like, the lighting and all that.
I know that you can do more with it. You don't have to go with those, but it is built for that. So it never really felt like a good decision for what we were going to be doing. I did consider Unity, but I just could not wrap my brain around it. It's just, it didn't go well. So I tried something new, found Godot. That was that.
And it just worked. I chose Godot because I ran out of space for Unity. That is another completely valid reason, storage space.
And Godot is so fast. It's so clean. I don't need all the fancy features, all the crazy stuff. We don't need it. We're not going to use it anyway, so I don't want it in my UI,
I deleted 10 different Unity installs so I could install the Oblivion remaster. Nice.
How who's playing the Oblivion remaster? Can we get a rating out of 10? Are you having a good time? What's the vibes? Oh yeah, Beegs, you were playing. I watched you play for a bit.
Are you thinking of playing it? Is it on your radar? You're not sure?
Kind of. Perchance.
You're not convinced?
The fact that they released it with a deluxe edition definitely immediately put me off.
Oh, does it sour the
Like,
moment?
I get it. They have to pay the bills. I get it. But, like, it's a remaster, man. You, like, just... Can it just be a fun, good game? For once? Just once. You can release your Elder Scrolls 6 with 13 versions and 20 pre-order bonuses and microtransactions, but the Oblivion remaster? Really? Come on. Come on. Lilo, hello.
Hello.
They've sold like 4 million copies already, deluxe version or not. They're making money. Yeah, they didn't need the deluxe version, right? They didn't need it.
They wanted it.
How's it going, Lilo? We're doing pretty good. Might be a stupid question, but how do multiple people work on developing a game at the same time? In our case, Bishblash, it's very separated. Celine does all the art, and I do all the in-engine stuff. So we don't really clash when it comes to code changes and things like that. Celine does the art. She gives me the assets. I put them in. Simple stuff.
No.
If you have like multiple people working in the engine, I guess different engines are probably going to have slightly different workflows, but for the most part, at least when it comes to code, you'd be using version control, and that makes it so that when you change something, you tell this central place, this is what I changed, and then when another person goes and tries to change it, they get warned that there's conflicts, and they have to make sure that what they're working on is up to date with the centralized version of the code. Yeah, if you want to look into it more, then You can Google like game dev version control or something, and I'm sure you'll find some answers there.
Follow G saying doing full price remasters is like selling demos, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Kuku-chan, I see your little face. What do you need? What do you need, Kuku-chan? Lilo says, I'm as relaxed as I could be. Woke up late, had a bath, massage, and everything. Wow.
Ooh.
Now gonna hear some Twitch and play some games.
Nice.
That sounds like a lovely Sunday.
Yeah.
Makuku, what are you doing? Why are you being sus, Makuku? Did you just breathe hard at me? Makuku sighed at me.
How does that make you feel?
Sad. Olrod has got to run. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and hope you have a great start to your week, Olrod.
Have a good one.
How much is the demo, though?
How's it going, Mr. Zombie?
Lucky for you, there is no demo yet. But when
So
there
for
is-
now, it's free,
so it's
but
free.
we may reconsider.
No, demos will always be free.
What is supposed to be that house? It reminds me of the greenhouse from Stardew Valley.
It is a greenhouse.
Yeah, so our first map, our
Pre-
first level, let's say.
Pre-order the demo now.
Our first level here is the Doc's estate, let's say. So the Doc has this like big manor, big property, and inside the manor, in the basement, that's where the Doc's lab is. So yeah, just naturally his estate as a greenhouse next to the hedge maze.
Yeah.
You know, he's just, that's just who he is, you know.
Doc be making the zombie money. Oh, Mr. Zombie, you're happy with your inventory system?
Nice.
And you're just moving on to the puzzles? That sounds awesome.
How are you finding making the puzzles? Like, does that, I mean, you've made puzzle games before, so is that cool? Do you feel comfortable with that, or is it a bit challenging to get the puzzles in, to come up with them, make them satisfying, you know?
Love the puzzles.
Oh, nice.
I've played enough survival horror games to know the feel and logic.
Nice.
That's awesome. And you've got a comprehensive story, so you got like plot points and things that you kind of need to hit. That's really cool. It's all coming together. Next, it is all coming together.
Hey, next.
Decorations look really nice. They make a big difference, right?
Yeah. Big time.
I shall perchance drop a video. Would love to see it.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Burn, what's the F on the north end of the greenhouse? The F, right now it's not so good because it's actually covered. But the idea is that you're gonna walk up to something like the greenhouse, and you see it has the planks. And then when you interact with it, there's gonna be an animation where the dock is opening this location. So imagine there's some animation and there's like planks getting pulled off. And then it becomes...
To pay respect.
And then it becomes a safe zone. So now you can bring humans here as well. That's the idea. And me and Selena have been talking about it. There's probably going to be some requirement. So like, if you go to the shed and you walk up to it, you're going to see that you need a crowbar in order to pull out planks.
Yeah.
Maybe the greenhouse is going to be different. Maybe there's going to be like some overgrown stuff in front of it. And when you go up to it, there'll be a little tooltip that says you need to find the... whatever they are, like the
Cutters, trimmers,
shears,
machete. Machete.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So you need to find the tool, and then you can come back, clear it up, and open the safe zone, which means you can now bring humans here, and when you open it, it's gonna give you rewards as well. So like, it would pop out a little upgrade chest or something.
Fire axe.
Fire axe. Yep. Exactly.
Nice.
And Lila was asking if you've put some thought into the walking speed, because when watching it, it does feel a bit slow.
Yeah.
You're actively considering that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the main point of feedback that we got from the prototype as well, is that the dock just felt slow. This is already faster than the prototype was, but it may still feel too slow. I may test making it a bit faster than this, but I feel like I can't make it that much faster. But yeah, ultimately, it can't feel frustrating, so it will be addressed, 100%. Maybe the feeling is because of the animation. It could be. It could be.
I think it's a little mix of everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's also a very fine line with the zombies, where the zombies have to be fast enough to be threatening to the player. Yeah. Are you gonna have speed upgrades? Yes. Absolutely. You can increase the player's speed with upgrades. And yeah, we can straight up make it faster, but if we make the player faster, you need to make the zombies faster. That has implications for the animations. If you're moving fast enough, your animations need to reflect that speed, right? So that would need to be updated. And then finally, there's the map size. Like, if you make the player fast to a point, the map becomes smaller just because the player can move faster, right? So we may have to play with level size depending on the base speed as well.
Yeah, it could be that maybe the level currently is a little too big. Maybe there's too much open spaces.
Yeah.
Also, I think different points of interest around the map also help the speed feel faster. Like if you reach different points of interest, like quote unquote quickly.
If there's not like a big gap with nothing.
If you're running for a long time on grass, then it kind of feels like you're slow. Whereas if you immediately run into stuff, it disguises the speed a little bit. I think it's a balance, definitely.
Yeah. Having a machete and a fire axe and not use it to smack some Zeds is new to me. Yeah, but that would be good, I think, for the game that we're making. That would be a nice, like, little nods to the common zombie media.
Yeah.
And showing that this ain't that.
But yeah, like already, like you're running around the map and then you come back down here. It's like, yeah, this area, it's looking spruced up.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of it is looking kind of naked.
Yeah. Speed upgrades make the beginning slowness fine, in my opinion. Yeah, it could be. Then that becomes a question of how often do you see those speed upgrades, right? Because if you have, imagine you're on your first run, and because RNG, you fail to upgrade your speed, it's just gonna feel bad. But if they're common enough, then that won't happen so often. But yeah, in order to feel like the speed upgrade matters, you need to feel slow as well. So it's all a balance, isn't it? The humans now have a safe distance to the Zed horde. That's new. Yeah, that needs to be improved, like, significantly. But yeah, they do run away from them. And right now, the zombies aren't chasing humans. That's gonna change things quite a bit. But yeah, if I just wait here, they should start running away. Yeah, there they go. Now they don't just run into zombies.
They're just panicked though. They're like, ah, ah what do we do? Help. I think you should have about 1.5 big bushes per second as your base speed. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
You can calculate that quite easily.
That's a unit of measurement, yes.
Yeah, but that's a great way of putting it. Yeah. Your speed in relation to the map matters. I completely agree. Being in the corners of the map is definitely dangerous.
I feel like the maze needs like a little centerpiece or something.
Yeah.
Like a little topiary centerpiece.
Mm.
It could be another dock, like the statue.
Yeah. Devro, hello.
Hello. Hey, Maka. Are you telling me it's dinner time? Is that why you're sitting here? Yeah. Gotta raid and run, it's food time. No worries. Thank you so much for coming in.
Enjoy your food.
Yeah.
Hope you had a great stream.
Oh, the UI's working. I love it. It's awesome. Love to see it.
Okay, I'll just put some stuff in the greenhouse now.
Yeah. Oh, there's also the leaf piles to try. Isn't
Oh,
there?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Unsure how those are gonna look, so that's very much see how it looks, see where they can go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Cuckoo. Cuckoo's freaking out.
Okay, how do I do this?
You gotta go in.
I gotta go in there. I gotta go
Yeah.
in here.
Whoa, we're in the greenhouse. I feel like we might need some more stuff. Like maybe I need to do like just some big rectangles that are like quote unquote tables that you can put, and then you can put stuff like on top of the tables.
It'd be nice to also have
like a bench along one of the sides, right? Yeah.
And like a big planter.
Yeah.
Inside as well, with just a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah. But also I need to do the trap door in the middle where the peoples go in. Spotman asked, are you going to have upgrades to the weapons or whatever? Like you drop a cloud of cure behind you and they run through it. That is exactly one of our post-it notes.
Yeah.
Quite literally the singed vibes.
See that over here. Singed Q from League of Legends.
Cloud of cure gas behind you.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly that.
We have a dart gun. We have the idea of mines. So like you drop a mine and then after a set amount of time it explodes in a cloud of gas probably as well.
You drop a concentrated fart pellet.
The heck? Some sort of AoE spray would be cool. We have the dart gun. We have a cure grenade. So it would just be like something that you lob and then it does an AoE explosion. Yeah. The idea is to have a fair few of these. And they kind of... They're on a per run basis. So early into the run, you start always with the base applicator, and then early into the run, you select out of a random selection which applicator you want to use for that run. So let's say you at level 3, it gives you 2 or 3 options between the applicators. So you can choose, say you choose the mines. And now that you've chosen the mines, you're going to have access to the mine upgrades. Which would be like, activate on contact with zombies instead of just being timed. Increase the explosion radius. Makes it so that mines slowly move towards nearby zombies. Like, you'll get access to that tree, and that will become... For that run, you're going to be focusing on those. Maybe there's some system to like still change to a different applicator. But a big difference, at least with the current system, how it's planned, a big difference between other bullet heavens or survivor likes is that you're only going to have the one applicator that you're going to be upgrading. You're not going to be acquiring multiple weapons or applicators throughout the run. You're going to be focusing on one and then upgrading it with all sorts of things. That's the idea.
We need an animation of the doctor making the concentrated. Sorry. I'm sorry, those are the consequences of my words.
I don't want to know what that looks like. I've been playing tons of Archer Hero 2. It also has 3 weapon types where you focus on one. Yeah. And the next run, you're probably going to pick something different because you want to explore what kind of upgrades that one has and how it feels to play. I'd rather us focus on a small number of applicators or weapons. They're interchangeable here, really. And make them really unique and make a good set of upgrades for each one that feels like even if you pick the same weapon multiple times, you can spec it differently and make it behave differently. I'd rather do that then making it so that you can pick a lot of them throughout the run and have them all. Because then the runs can start feeling a bit samey. Because you end up picking the thing that you find it's strong always. So it just feels like the same thing over and over again. You're going to have multiple maps and things. That is the plan, yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. We start at the docks estate here. But the idea is as you upgrade your base, your lab, eventually you'll collect enough resources to build or to repair the van, let's say.
Yeah.
And now you can use the van to go to the second map.
Oh, could you record like a little cutscene of like the van driving through that middle road?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
In game, could you do that?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And then eventually you know, like in the later stages of the game where your lab is like getting super high tech, you build a helicopter or something.
Yeah.
And now you can take the helicopter to go to another map, right? That's the idea.
When do you think we'll be ready to move on to thinking about the lab?
When this right here
when this feels
good, feels fun to play,
then we'll move on to the lab.
We'll go to the lab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably definitely more than a month, maybe 2 months.
Oh yeah. Are there going to be things you naturally progress through or select at round start? You're always going to start the same. You're going to start with no upgrades and with the base applicator, which at the moment is a melee attack, the melee syringe. And then early-ish into the run, you're going to be offered a selection of applicators. Oh my goodness. iHeart, hello.
Hello, happy Sunday.
Brainoid, hello. How's it going, nerds?
Thank you for that.
The classic dreamer emote. Love it.
And as far as like the upgrades for the levels, I don't think we've 100% decided like what's going on there. We came to not cause trouble. Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
The horse noises might suggest otherwise.
Look at those full box emotes. Love to see it. Thank you, Dreamer. iHeart, I hope you had a wonderful stream. I hope you found all the progress you were hoping for. How's it going, Coda?
How's it going?
Oxbot, hello.
We love following the community guidelines.
That gamer, hello.
Oh yes, my shirt today, guys. It's awesome. And I am an imposter, I apologize. But it says, never too old for dino nugs.
Facts.
Wait.
Balji, thank you.
5 gifties.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thank you so much.
iHeart says, not quite progress. Some stuff, but unsatisfying.
You were working a little bit on UI yesterday, weren't you? You were kind of reworking some of that.
They can't all be good days, right? It's okay. You'll bring it back. You'll bring it back, I believe.
Hopefully the raiders got them. I believe so. I don't recognize some of those names.
Yeah, I don't know. They're either lurkers or they're raiders.
You guys lurking in there? I've never met a dev that likes UI.
UI is rough.
I like it once it's in there, implemented, and looking good.
we did a bit of UI as well. We got our little HUD going here.
Yeah. It's going.
And today we've been working on this area of the map. Adding some props, some vines, some stuff.
Yeah, and I drew a portal.
Yeah, we got a portal. We got an upgrade portal. Oh, that's looking good.
I still need to add some more touches to it.
Yeah. Nice.
It's going. First Sunday fun day, I was working on an interactive level selection like Mario 64 style, but I got stuck for hours on importing animations to an existing skeleton. Opted in the end to just not animate my guy. It's looking so good. Oh, then. End sentence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh no, you got stuck with the importing animation. Is that for like
Is that like a Blender animation?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, we haven't worked with skeletons and
They sound scary.
importing animations and stuff.
They sound terrifying.
Yeah. It does.
I'm not gonna lie.
I had fun making an option screen once. I'm built different. That's great. That's great. You know, you can make whole games with just menus, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that you enjoy it.
Tricky lady, hello.
Cinti animations?
See, like, we know nothing.
Yeah,
we really are clueless.
Genuinely do not know what Cinti means. That's how little we know.
Ignorance is bliss for us. For now.
Tricky lady, hello. LG, thank you again for those 5 gifties. Means a lot.
Creator of 3D assets. Gotcha.
Ah.
Oh my goodness, I need to feed Maka because she is biting at me. Ow. Oi.
You're very popular.
Damn.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're just not into that. We're not in that 3D sphere, I guess.
Yet.
Even though we're working with 3D at the moment, it's like half 3D. So we haven't fully explored it.
I'm easing into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easing into it. We are starting with getting comfortable making models. Yes. I shall be right back. I need to feed Cuckoo. She's freaking out. Let's go, Cuckoo.
Thank you for the follow, Macru. Having an artist on team absolutely changes things. That's true. That's true.
Thank you for the part.
It's very rare for us to look at external assets. True. Okay, this is a problem. I don't have a camera. I don't have a camera on this scene, so it's messing up this. Ew.
Thank you for the fart.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Thank you for the fart. Thank you for the fart.
Not yet. Potentially, Sai. Potentially. One day. We may do a full 3D game. I made a Counter-Strike 2 weapon skin yesterday, and it was kind of painful. Is that only texturing? Or you already doing the modeling? Is it like a whole package? I'm starting to look at achievements now and like, dang, I wish I had someone on my team that wasn't me to make all these icons. Yeah. Yeah. It is a lot. For our icons, we made some custom ones, but we also reused a lot of sprites, right? Or we like adapted sprites just for the icon. Oh yeah, that's also true. We made one achievement icon, and we just set every single achievement to use that one icon, and then we started slowly chipping away from like a ranking of like the most important achievements. Let's say we started adding custom art to those, but we were okay with having like 10 of them just all have the same icon. If you clone yourself to do it, that would still be someone on your team that is you. That'd be really useful. This game would be out by now if we could.
Right.
Well.
How you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Thank you so much for that fart.
You just can't get into
Also,
it.
hello, Midnight.
As I was saying that sentence, I thought about working with myself, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. We'd constantly just be fighting on who gets to do the UI. Or
You have
to
to do,
not
like,
do the UI.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. It wouldn't be pretty.
Oh, do you really want to rely on your own git commit?
Very true. Here, shall we take a trip down memory lane?
Added stuff.
Look at this one. Wow, HUD. Wow, is so awesome. Wow, that's one commit right there. It's just fun. It's just good fun time.
I'm thinking of sharing icons with different colors for a decent chunk of them.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, like you kind of do something that you can just apply a little bit of variation to it, so it's like half the work. That's definitely one way to do it. Oh God, Psych. No, we're not making this a thing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a thing. We got the farts already. I say as you're putting a sack in the greenhouse.
Yeah, actively putting sacks in.
Oh no.
Doot.
Yeah. I think definitely need like a bench. Definitely need like a planter. Maybe some like regular pots, like not unbroken pots with like some plants in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even sure what am I putting in there.
Yeah. Gonna run and do some self-care now. Have a good stream. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday.
Thank you so much, iHeart. Have
Hope
a
you
good
have
one.
a great start to your week.
It's just gonna be Sack City.
Don't just fill it with sacks. Like, it's okay to leave it a little bit empty for now.
Can't quite use that fallen pot either because it has the grass, right? So that can only live outside.
Yeah.
Did I add that to a place where you can't even see it?
Sorry, I went to feed Cuckoo. Did you see how the leaf piles were looking or not yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Oh. I managed to get the Swift Sail in Wind Waker. It's the like first try.
Swift. Alright, what are we talking about here? What is Wind Waker?
I was hoping you.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry, but I don't know. I need to be educated. Oh my gosh, Legend of Zelda from GameCube era.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, see, I've never.
I'm afraid that is before our
I
time.
think so.
Well, maybe not. I was just more on the PlayStation side than on
That's
the.
exactly it. Like, I think I was never much of a Nintendo kid because my parents only got me a PlayStation. They never got me GameCubes or anything like that. My first Nintendo console is in fact the Switch Lite that I have.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. I wasn't even able to get the Wii because my parents are like, you have a PlayStation 2, why do you need another thing? And I was like, it's because it's a different thing with different games. Help.
I want to play Wii Sports.
I'm playing Wii Sports. Yeah, I missed out on the Wii.
You know what? It'll do. It'll do.
But will it do?
Yeah.
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 Fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Yesterday I was like, this one's looking sus. I don't like it. But now it's coming together.
Wii Sports was low-key one of the best games of that era. That bowling, the tennis, it was too fun. It was too fun.
While everyone else was doing that, I was playing Dance Dance Revolution on my little nylon mat on the PlayStation.
And Guitar Hero.
And Guitar Hero. I love Dance Dance Revolution. I kind of wish I could relive those days.
This is looking pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty nice.
Do we have a little before in our mirror so we could like kind of see a cheeky before and after?
Let me do this. Oh,
Double it.
damn. Have I been wearing it this whole time? There you go. Star Hero is on the Wii too, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so we have... Okay, this was a while ago. This was a while ago.
Yeah, but it's good to see the like before.
Before, after. Before, after.
Dude, that is a whole. If you put that screenshot next to it, it's like a whole different game. You went for a beautiful sunny walk, Mr. Zombie.
Oh, nice.
It's been so nice today. We did a lunchtime walk as well.
Yeah, it was great.
Very Belgian dinner time, fries and snacks. Oh,
Nice.
nice, good stuff. Enjoy the food, Stamped.
This goes here. And then for comparison, I'll just do this.
This is like what, like a month ago maybe? A couple weeks ago?
Not bad.
Not bad. I think that has come such a long way, right?
Not bad at all.
You really stacked those sacks in the greenhouse.
Listen, we'll fix
It's
it.
fine, it's fine. It looks great.
We'll fix it in post.
It's clutter. It's good.
Yeah.
I'll make some more stuff that you could use for variety.
Yeah.
Like like I could do some crates, you know, as well.
Yeah, some crates, some boxes. Some cardboard boxes too, maybe.
Hmm.
Again, we want to do like these dirt decals that we put over the grass so it's not always just samey grass.
Lush,
Yeah.
wonderful grass.
Yeah.
Dude, but that is so good. We didn't even have the hedges.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went from like a clean, brand new, out of the box greenhouse to like this is seeing some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shovels and water cans, we got some. You
Yeah,
put some in
we
there,
got a
right?
shovel. Maybe a version of the shovel without the dirt as well, so we could just like put one on the ground or
Yeah,
something.
just a clean shovel, and maybe a different color for the watering can. Maybe the gray is too understated.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
It does its job, I think.
Okay. And yeah, I do still want to put a wheelbarrow somewhere out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll just draw the sprite. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Ronnie. How's it going?
Hello. I think it would also make sense that next to the greenhouse, you would have... So, we've talked about, on this side, having, like, a path to the greenhouse. So, there would be, like, a bit of a path here. And, you know, some landscaping
Yeah.
of sorts next to it.
I had the...
They ask
Big-
you how
the
you are,
big,
you just
like,
have to
little
say that you're
planters
fine
and
when You're
stuff.
not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, there you go. There's the concept.
We're doing good. Thanks.
But on this side, I think you had a well there, didn't you? Or we got a well, we got a barbecue.
Yeah.
It could also be like a garden, like a
Right.
like a farm type of
Dang.
situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, it would be gone. It'd be dead.
You wouldn't steal barbecue or a well.
But it would make sense that next to the greenhouse, there's something
Yeah.
to do with plants. Maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to have all those like big sort of planters leading up to it.
On this side, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have this side.
And then, yeah, behind it, you also want a little some. I was thinking like it could be like a little, like a picnic table type thing as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That would probably be 3D, a picnic table.
Mm.
We could do a really moldy sandwich on top.
Yeah.
And like a little takeaway bag with like a Super Cat Cafe logo.
I love it.
I'm quickly gonna doodle that so I don't forget.
What about potted plants, but the hanging kind? Ooh. That's a cool idea right there. It could be like hanging off these pillars here. But it would have like a dead plant in it. Right? You'd have it be connected to the thing. Like that. Maybe have like a little whatever thing. And then it has the chain.
Uh-huh.
And the pot.
Uh-huh.
But then it's just like dead plants coming from it. Something like that.
Yeah.
That could be in 2D as well.
Yes, that could totally just be 2D. I'm doing a little doodle in here now, so I remember.
Nice. Little outdoor planter for tomatoes or sunflowers. Yeah. Sunflowers if you want an Easter egg. As in Plants vs. Zombies Easter egg.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
We could have a little sunflower.
And yeah, you know like some plants have has that structure so that they can grow on. They would have
yeah,
a bit of that.
Plants have those,
Oh right, yeah.
But I think like there's some general landscaping that still needs to happen. Like I think a lot of those areas, because it is a garden, you'd probably want like some sections of like dirt that have like some more rich plants and like flowers and things like kind of overgrowing and blooming.
Yeah.
Not just on planters, but like on the ground as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is similar to like in front of the manor. Like we probably want some landscaping there as well.
Yeah.
I think it'll just slowly kind of come together.
Yeah.
The more and more we work.
And you know, we'll have to decide how much detail we want to put in these. Like maybe it's unwise to try and perfect every single corner of the map from the get-go. We make it look decent. We make every corner have something interesting. So we have the greenhouse, we have the hedge maze, we have the garage, we have the...
We can't see, sorry.
Oh. Correct.
Correct.
Greenhouse, hedge maze, garage, the manor and the driveway. We have the shed. We have the lake. We have the bunker.
And I wanted to have a little campfire, like fire pit.
Yeah.
As well.
That will probably somewhere here, because we have like quite a big gap here.
Yeah.
Can go. We're also gonna have a crashed car somewhere on the road here. So if we do those points, then we can say, okay, that's good enough for this map. Let's move on. Let's do the lab. Let's do map 2. And then when we're ready, we can come back and do polish passes on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason why we are doing this little corner here is for our Steam screenshot.
Yeah.
polish those assets. Where did my stuff in my thing go? There we go.
Move these splints off of the cobblestone.
I think they could grow in between the bits.
Oh yeah, they're not on it.
Yeah. Sorry, I stuttered. But are you sorry?
Just have to Bob Ross for a minute here. Bear with.
Bob Ross. I got the basis of the zombie shooter game done yesterday with the son. Typically, he wants to make changes. You know, he seems to be a true creative director.
Dad, it can always be better.
Just a little change. Just this one thing here, you know, and it'll be great. Woo! Oh my gosh. I have been pizzaed.
Pizzaed? It's been a while.
Today I have
since you got to be pizzaed.
Yeah. The Pizza Hut has not made an appearance in quite a while. I have mostly been using it to deter Maka from sitting on my desk. Maybe it's because it lacks pineapple slices.
Yeah, that's why Maka hates it.
He wants me to port it to Game Maker, which means I gotta learn that.
What?
Any reason why he's asking you to port it?
An interesting request. How does it make you feel that your own child doesn't like Unity? That must hurt a little bit. I can only assume he loves to see me suffer.
How can I make his life harder? I know. Make him rebuild the entire game.
Game Maker is pretty cool. I'll second this motion.
Wait until he hears about Godot.
I mean, it works in Unity. Why, son? Why? Usually you would port from Game Maker or Construct. Yeah, usually it's the other way around, right? It's like you reach the limits of something like Game Maker or Construct, and you want to bring it into something a bit more robust.
Yeah.
Okay, I fixed the grass. There's so much grass. That's crazy.
Mm.
I feel like there's too many trees. This tree can go. This tree can move. You get a nice little cozy space in here. Oh, I'm free of the 2 hats.
Of the double hat.
My best guess is that he found out that Undertale is making a game. Possible.
How big are you planning on making this game? Yes.
Yes, indeed.
How many hours of playtime? I don't know if I could predict that.
You know, we have talked about playtime before, but we never asked ourselves that question directly.
Roguelike is so infinite.
Yeah, we wanted to have good replayability.
In theory, you could replay it as, yeah, for infinity. But
Let's say 5 hours.
to clear the 3 levels, basically. No. So you got one map. You're doing the same map. You're doing runs in the same map to be able to unlock a vehicle, essentially unlocking the second map.
Yeah.
Then you're in the second map. You're doing runs in the second map, gathering and getting resources to again unlock the third map. We have only scoped 3 maps because we think that's a lot, but we could also potentially do it. And then there will be like some sort of like finale to the story part of the game. But essentially you could then keep going, right?
Yeah.
How long that's going to take, I don't know. It will depend a lot on the balancing that we do, right? I think it should definitely take you more than 2 or 3 hours, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah. I would love it if we could reach like 5 hours.
Yeah.
The thing, it's dependent on how fast the game starts feeling repetitive. If we manage to make a system where there's a lot of variance each time you go off into a map, you feel like it's a little bit different from last time. You know, you're making a unique build that's around going super fast or being able to cure zombies instantly or spreading the cure throughout a big group super fast. Like, I want to try and see if I can make it fun like that. In a lot of variety in the builds. Obviously, that's very hard to do. So if I can't achieve that, then that means we can't have the player... We can't expect the player to do the same thing over and over again. They'll get bored and not finish the game, right? So it'll kind of depend on how fun and replayable the core gameplay loop is. That is always a risk with roguelike. Yeah, exactly. So if that depth is there and we can keep pushing it and making it better, then 5 hours would be awesome. If that's not there, it might end up as you know, a more like 3-hour game, where we can't ask the player to play the same map too many times. But I'm hopeful that we can make something that's That's just fun to just do the same map over and over again. You'll still have different things happening.
Yeah. Do you think we'll consider like an endless mode, just like to see how many people you can save mode, or no?
Yeah, I would be comfortable with having the runs be endless. It'll just get to a point where the enemies are scaling so fast that you need to have like a really crazy build in order to stay alive.
Sure.
But yeah, it won't be infinite, endless in the sense that you can play a run for hours. But yeah. Speaking of roguelikes, have you guys tried out Blueprints? I have not. I have seen that everyone and their mother is playing it. I didn't even realize it was a roguelike. I thought it was like a puzzle game, like a first-person puzzle thing. Were procedurally generated levels considered when you were still planning and conceptualizing everything? It was certainly considered, but we like this idea of having different locations where we can kind of craft a little mini game, a little experience, right? Like the hedge maze, for example. We can put some rewards in there and kind of play test this bit, see how this feels. If this was procedurally generated, let's say it was a bit bigger, and you have the different components. So you have the hedge maze, you have the greenhouse, you have the garage, but they can go in different spots, right? They get generated in a randomized location. I guess it would add to the game in the sense that you have to look for them each time if you're looking for something specific. But I don't necessarily think it would add that much in terms of replayability. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. It just didn't feel like it fit, right? Because if you're like in a cave or in a dungeon or whatever, it makes sense. You're going into a different dungeon. You're going into a different cave. You're going into a different dimension, whatever.
Whoa.
But because we're kind of thinking of these as locations, like there's going to be the Docks Estate. There's going to be, I don't know, the government facility. There's going to be the city. Like, those feel like they should always be the same. I don't know. They might be too small, right? Maybe we need to just make them bigger so that you can't experience the entirety of the map in one run. That might be a problem. If basically every run you can go to every spot, now you've seen it all, is that a problem? Maybe.
I don't think so necessarily. Oh, my thing broke.
I get what you mean. It's like handcrafted and themed around the story. Yeah. That was the idea, yeah. About this Blueprint. It's a roguelike? Puzzle, exploration, mystery, investigation. Right. That's what I thought. It's always the same, right? It's like beginning and end.
It's just the day repeats. Like you kind of start from the beginning. I saw a video about it. There is a roguelike element to it. You are trying to solve something because you've like inherited.
And it
This-
looks so cool.
Yeah.
I love the art style so much.
It's like work every day is the same.
This shot right here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that, like, painterly textures on the things. They're doing something here which I want to try and do. I just need to figure out how. They have these outlines. It's probably a shader. Yeah, it's probably a shader.
What,
For the
outline?
outer outlines. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a shader. And the outlines are not affected by light. They're always fully, like, full black. Even if there's a bright light right next to them, they're still full black. That really gives it this hand-painted look. Sobel filter. Actually, I think that isn't a shader. That's probably on the textures. There's definitely some that are on the textures. If I copy this. Where did I see it? So here, you see how this bit is like offset from the plane? So I think this is in the texture. These lines are in the texture. But these shapes right here, which are offset, I think those are coming from something else. An outline shader for shiz, yeah. For shiz. I think so too. Because we have that as well. If I go here, see how, like, it's offset like that? So this is a shader. And it's just offset from the shape itself. I think it's something like that. I can go to the corner here, maybe. Yeah, you can see how it's offset.
Are you happy with this portal?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it looks great.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
That leaves us with the something. The applicator, is it?
The dart gun.
Dart gun.
Yeah.
But it's not a dart gun. It's a dart cure. That looks like a dart gun.
It's a dart gun. It fires darts
Cure darts.
that have the cure. Yeah.
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 What does a dart gun look like? I don't know.
It'll be like a pistol.
I love that I get like Nerf guns.
Yeah. I got all Nerf guns as well. But it needs to be like very sci-fi.
Yeah.
So like TF2. TF2 medic gun. You see this? It's like a gun, but then it has like syringes on it.
Yeah.
Something more like that. Dart gun sci-fi. This is another way of doing it. So you have the pistol itself, and then there's like a clip of darts
Yeah.
coming out of it, under it. Terraria dart pistol and dart gun. Terraria dart pistol. Yeah. Yeah, this is very, yeah, classic, like dart gun, trank gun style. We could go with something like that. Alright, it's these two, yeah. Yeah, so if we look for tranquilizer gun. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like this. My son said you're too old for TFT. Wait, what? Isn't it the opposite? Do kids play TFT?
Team Fortress 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Or TF2. Sorry, I was saying TFT.
Yeah.
Sorry. I meant TF2. He loves TF2. Really? I didn't know young people played that. I thought it was all the boomers. Like us. That game is so old.
Also, Mr. Zombie had shared a little clip of what he'd made
Oh, cool.
in Discord. Oh, Maka, you had something to say about that? Burn, you're not a boomer.
I know. I know.
You're just
Look
a
at that.
millennial. Relax.
Look at that nice Unity project. That's gonna have to die.
It's gonna go to a game maker.
Gonna have to die so that game maker can live.
I am a boomer. Step aside.
Nice.
Pew pew. What the hell is even that?
I'm making it in Unity. Good luck convincing him to drop the game maker idea. What about if we search for medgun? Yeah. Medgun is a thing. Something more like this.
Yeah.
More sci-fi. I mean, it needs like... This is like futuristic sci-fi, where we want to live in the...
Wanna live in the 90s?
Yeah, 90s sci-fi.
We want Y2K. Retro future. We want retro
Yeah,
futuristic.
retro. Retro futuristic med gun. That is so specific. Okay. Look at that.
Oh, that's almost perfect.
Oh, classic. That's the stuff right here.
Yeah, that's like a ray gun.
Welcome back, Temtic.
You got some Pepix?
Epics.
I'll check it out as soon as I can use my hands.
The doggo.
Oh, you got it?
The doggo is watching the penguins. That's great.
Ugu,
They
you
want to go
can
chase
sit
the
there.
penguins. Yeah, something like this. Perhaps. Any thoughts?
I think we probably wanna, yeah, just collect a couple of references, couple ideas, and
Okay.
then basically design it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm just gonna put it under the idea dump.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
like
with
a little
these,
mix of everything. I
with
think.
these upgrades, especially when we're talking about weapons or devices or something. It's like we're gonna have to design
That's the thing, yeah.
a thing.
Which is such a challenge in and of itself, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not a game weapon designer,
Right.
by any stretch of the imagination.
It's a completely different skill set.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is like shaped more like a taser.
I definitely want something where like the charges are visible, like the syringes
Yeah,
or something.
I could put back the EF2 medic gun. Which has like the syringes in a
Yeah.
little spinny thing.
Yeah.
Needle bazooka upgrade when? Or is that DLC?
Needle bazooka.
Sir, why not? Recap, update, current thoughts process. Correct.
We are working on a game, right? And in this game, you're curing zombies, and you're using an applicator, which is just a regular syringe to apply this cure.
Mm-hmm.
But we have upgrades, which means which let you choose the type of applicator. One of them being a sort of dart gun. So we're just trying to think of ideas to design a dart gun.
Mm-hmm. So we have these things. So this upgrade selection comes up, and Selena's working on the art for individual upgrades, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes the player will find the dart gun right here. So this is where that art will go in here, and it changes the thing to fire darts instead. And now instead of melee, you're ranged.
What happens if it hits a person?
It just goes through them.
Just goes straight through them. Aka, what's up? You had dinner. He's meowing. Like actively meow.
Cured zombies removed from gameplay. Cure them all as long as you can. Yeah, so your goal is to save as many as you can. So you apply the cure, you turn them back into humans, and then you need to lead them to a safe zone. And the map is going to have a few different safe zones. And then once they get to the safe zone, right now they just disappear, but they'll like run into the safe zone. And that's how you level up. So the more people you save, the more you level up, the more upgrades you get. Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
Did you export the dock face?
I did
Where can I find that?
in the UI for the upgrade.
This lives here. Let's add a node 2D. Call it dock reaction art.
Yeah, I didn't quite know what to call it. Ugh. Bless you, sir. Like, if this is what is this emotion? He's just
Emotion.
chilling. It's just vibes. It's just okay. It's just cool.
Right 2D. And that would have this. Oh!
He big.
He big. Oh, I squanched. He's giga big.
He's so high res.
He might actually be too high res. Okay. So the idea with this is that depending on the rarity of the upgrade, the dock reaction is going to be different. So if it's common, he'll be like, oh, that's cool. But if it's legendary, he's going to be like, whoa.
He's gonna be a wooga.
Like star eyes or something, yeah.
I'll just put the wooga emote in there.
Yeah.
Sir Why Not says, I like your positive twist on a current idea. Saving clearly is better than deleting. I kind of forgot that was an option. Thanks and appreciation.
Thank you, yeah.
That's super kind. Thank you. Yeah, we're really trying to make games that put a positive twist on things in a way, because we are trying to make them family friendly. So, you know, we kind of thought how we could do that with a zombie game.
Yeah.
So kind of turn it upside down. You're not hurting the zombies. You're helping them. Turn in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Wooga. There he is. I think it should just be that face of the game. Like, actually.
Put that in the capsule.
Yeah. I mean, it will be that. Probably just a bit more stylized, but oh my gosh, she's animating it. Sick. Pew. Ta-da-ta-da-ta. Oh, Maka. That was a big meow.
Nice. And then
Gonna doodle some stuff here.
I'm also gonna animate the position.
Dun, 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 dun. What's going on?
I kind of need to duplicate this.
Bunch of, like,
So 1, 6. And we have 4, 4, 4, 4. So this wants to go here, and then this wants to go here, and then this wants to go here. Okay. There we go.
exactly that. I do wonder if the point, like, where it does this, like the pivot point, should match with the triangle point of the white. This is just a purely aesthetic thing. Like,
False.
I was thinking it'd be easier to just move the white point, but maybe not.
Sorry? I don't understand.
So
What do you mean move the white point?
you've got the thing, and then right now the chin is here. Wait,
So you mean it should be here?
so the chin would be, I'd want it to be here and pivot like there. Just move him a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Right, but the pivot still won't be there. I need to change the pivot, right? That's what you want. It's not just moving him.
Maybe it's fine. Maybe I was just seeing something. Can you play it so I can see it, please? Maybe that's not what I want.
I can make him rotate from there. Or I can try.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like what I wanted to see was if that point was fixed. But I don't know if that's possible. If it's not possible, it doesn't. Like, don't worry about it.
Like this?
Yes. And then I think maybe the little corner can go a bit lower. Because I think we'd want to position the face where it's not super obtrusive like on the card art, right? And then we'd move the little white triangle because obviously where we put it, we didn't know where it was going to be. And then he can move down a little bit. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that the pivot's changed, maybe the rotation is a bit too aggressive. Like that. Also a bit too aggressive. I always overdo it.
Hmm?
I always overdo it.
It's alright.
Make it a little bit too aggressive. There we go. Just a little float. Okay. So we have that. Probably gonna need to fix this. Yeah. Base. So we have that, and then we have this animation. I'm just gonna make the face appear at the end.
Sure.
So we're gonna modulate. Transparent. And we're here. We fade in. We'll want scale. That, do that, and then we need good old squanch.
Squanch, squanch.
Okay. Here we want to set this looping animation to play automatically. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. Ow. We're in here and
Is it cool?
yeah. It definitely needs to be less resolution because it,
It's too sharp.
yeah. It looks completely different from the things that are around it. So kind of want them to be staggered. They may need to be smaller overall as well. Which may or may not impact your art,
What needs to be smaller?
like the dock. I feel like it was a bit too
Distracting.
distracting,
Sure.
too overpowering.
Yeah.
How am I gonna stagger them?
Looks great. Question mark?
How am I gonna stagger them? I think I will just make a hacky hack. I know. Classic.
Is it the point to stand out as an indication of rarity? Yeah. So in a sense, we do want it to stand out a bit, but it's just
Yeah,
a little
no,
bit
but
of
there's gonna
balance.
be more than that. There's gonna be a lot that indicates rarity. That's just an extra, like, cool thing. But like on a legendary card, let's say, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening, like some effects and some movement and stuff. So we can't have. It just felt too big in relation to other things, is all.
Yeah, that's okay. Play around with the size of it. That's no problem. That's why it's massive.
And then here, I just think I do a create timer. I do a rand f range.
You leveled up.
I did.
Congratulations.
And I'm just gonna do this. See if that works.
You.
Ow. Yeah.
Can I see it on your screen?
So now they're not perfectly in sync. I think I like that size more. But I do think it affects your art. Because if you're drawing at that size, you're gonna do it differently, right? You wouldn't? Okay. I'm just saying, like, drawing something that looks like it's going to be viewed like that is different from something that is viewed tiny. That's all I mean. Right. Good? You can see what I mean about the sharpness, right? I like it. How's it going, Kilo? Sorry, what? That? Ugh. Ow. Maybe we just need a different shape for this one so that it covers
Or
more,
just,
because it's wider here. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Steve, thank you for the follow. Yarp. Yeah, I definitely need some work. Definitely need some work. Also want to, like I said before, want to experiment with having the title here somehow. Like in this element instead of up here. I'll put him in Miro.
Yeah. Java, thank you for that fart.
Dr. Javasaurus, hello. Title directly over the description. It might work. We have to experiment. Like, I do like how this looks here. So like if there's no line breaks or anything, I do like this.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Temptic404 donated 5 monies to help us make games. I would like to thank the biggest nerds I know for being such an amazing inspiration. You're an amazing couple with the heart in a right place, and the games you make are amazing. You keep surprising me how quickly your skills grew. Much love, the Otter.
Oh my gosh, Temptic. That is
Thank
so
you, Temptic.
sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind message. That is so nice.
Really appreciate it.
Look at that little beak. Oh, so cute. Where's my emotes? Yeah, I think we definitely need to streamline this.
You do what? Sorry.
Streamlining it.
Streamline. Hold up, you have farts around your badge.
He does.
Yep. That is the tier 2, yeah. You have farts around your badge.
Thank you for that fart. Audrey, thank you, thank you.
Is the fart overlay broken again?
Yes. I like big farts and I can't out loud.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Oh no, it's there. It's there. It just needed enough farts is all.
Thank you so much. For the fart. For the redeem. Thank you.
Hey kids. How's it going?
Oi, 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 oi.
Ooh. Love it. Ooh.
I need to move this debug manager. It is now just over the HUD. No bueno.
Is over the HUD?
Move it there. How you doing, kids? Hope all is well. There we go. Oh my god.
Should I go to the doc if I feel farty every time I join this stream? 14 months Wario.
Oh my gosh!
Oi, 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 oi.
Yes, thank you so much for the 14 months.
14.
You might want to get that
Yeah,
checked
yeah,
out
yeah.
though.
We need a disclaimer on our stream saying that it's not our fault that you feel gassy when you're in here.
Yeah. Could be that we need that.
All right, good stuff. This is looking really good.
Yeah.
Like if you imagine we do this. So I'm going to get 4 humans, and then I'm gonna get 10 zombies. Turn off debug. Ugh. Ow, where did you come from? What the heck? And pause. Screenshot. Steam page. Boom.
Maybe you want some XP in there?
Yeah, definitely. Also kind of want like a flying dart.
Yeah. Doctor should recommend this stream to anyone having gas retention problems. Oh my goodness.
Are you saying we're the laxative of Twitch?
Ay. Okay.
Can I get that on a shirt?
You can get that on a shirt. Stop breaking the carpet.
Development is looking great. It looks amazing compared to I last saw it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like every little layer that we add like changes the game look like a lot. Like the grass, for example, we updated the grass and the game instantly felt a million times more polished.
Yeah.
We changed the trees, that made a huge difference. We added the vines and stuff to the greenhouse, made a huge difference. I feel like we're close. Like if you opened a Steam page and you saw this, it's kind of intriguing, right?
I think so.
We need some variety on the zombies and stuff, but other than that, well, we may want to change the little icons too.
They're perfect. Stop.
But it's really getting there. Like, I wouldn't be sad about having this as our first screenshot, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that looks pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Visuals pretty unique. I love all the little details. Yeah, we were working on that today. Celine drew all these sacks and shovels and pots and stuff, and we were just throwing them all in here.
I did, yeah.
It makes a pretty big difference.
Oh, hi, cat. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? I sequester you.
Woo.
Is it dinner time?
I think it's dinner time. I didn't mean to call you the laxative of Twitch. Let's put it this way, your stream is so relaxed, people are just able to let it all out. It's a safe space. Yeah, I get you. This scene looks great, like a prettier Don't Starve. Thank you, Em.
Oh, thank you.
That is quite a compliment.
It's less dark themed.
Yeah, less grungy.
Yeah, but I just mean like as a mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
More upbeat. Safe to be yourself, unsafe to breathe. You gotta pick one. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind.
This right here, 4 out of 5 stars.
I think so. It's the little icons that make it a 4-star because it's not quite.
For context, we participated in a game jam and we were really proud of the art, and they gave us 4 stars.
Okay.
It's fine. We're not salty. I'm not salty. It's fine.
It's just a joke. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's just fun. Not a big deal or anything.
It really isn't. It's fine. I'm not crying. You're crying. Oi, oi, oi.
Right.
Yeah,
We need to go cook
we do.
and eat, consume.
Consume some food.
Where are we taking the nerds? It played the sad before I could even do the sad. Yeah, I think crying triggers it too.
Yeah. I see a Wallaber. I see...
A Wallaber? Ooh, Wallaber released a video game
Wallaber
recently.
did.
And it is a hell of a video game.
Yeah. You've been playing it. I've seen you.
I don't think they're not working on it today. But let's head over there. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. And as always, thank you all so much for joining us and hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thank you, nerds.
We will be back. Oh, I've only got my pizza hat here. We'll be back on Tuesday with some more game dev.
Yep. Check the stream schedule if you'd like to join us on Tuesday.
Thank
The
you for
start
that
time
art kiss.
is a little bit different than the weekends. But if not, we'll see you next weekend. As always, we'll be here making games.
We can choose the day you're back.
Wait, what?
I choose every day. Thank you so much for those farts, kids. Thank you, Fauji, for the farts as well. And I hope everyone has a wonderful start to their week. We'll catch you Tuesday evening if you want to make it, if you want to hang out.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm really happy with this weekend. I think we did a lot.
We did a lot.
A lot of progress.
A lot of good stuff.
Feels nice. Feels nice.
We got a month. We got this.
Good start.
Good start.
All right. We'll catch you later, nerds. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
better viewpoint of like the surrounding area. You know what I mean? Two nerdy nerds, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. Celine and Bernardo, how are you? What were you working on? I assume you were working on your game where stuff is like, you know what I mean?